There's already been a lot of movies in 2026, but only a handful are truly worth your time. I've got 5 movies that I think are essential for you to check out, plus a few bonus picks that are give or take depending on your mood. A few of the movies on this list were a lot better than I expected, the first of which is the survival thriller Send Help. It's worth noting that this is a Sam Raimi movie, the director most known for the Evil Dead franchise in the original Spider-Man trilogy, so that definitely gives you a hint as to what type of tone this movie has.
Take your seats, you're a little bitch.
Send Help is about a woman who gets stranded on a desert island with her douchebag boss, where things quickly turn into a battle of wills. This was quite the fun movie and was always surprising. It's a very untypical survival movie, which was pretty refreshing because you never really know what is going to happen next. It's mean, funny, and quite gross. All things we've come to expect from Sam Raimi. Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien were both great as these two almost nemesis, and this movie has some great twists as well. It was pretty satisfying all the way to the end, so if you're down for a movie that's both twisted and twisty, Send Help is a really solid choice. Another movie that was a lot better than I was expecting in 2026 is the post-apocalyptic horror film 28 Days Later, The Bone Temple. The 28 Days Later franchise is quickly becoming the best zombie franchise outside of the Night of the Living Dead movies.
When that time comes, men will no longer communicate.
The Bone Temple is a direct sequel to last year's 28 Years Later and follows Spike, who gets pulled into a satanic cult, and Dr. Kelson, who experiments on zombies and makes some interesting discoveries. Both of these plot lines are really entertaining and come to a head together eventually. I really love the Doctor's story that has a lot in common with a 1985 film Day of the Dead's Bub storyline, if you remember that. It's the type of movie that just gets better as it goes along and eventually culminates in a shocker of an ending. If you enjoyed any of the other 28 Days movies or zombie / post-apocalyptic films in general, I would consider The Bone Temple to be a must-see. Next up is a hidden gem crime thriller movie that's based on a true story. It's called Dead Man's Wire, and it's about a desperate man who takes a mortgage company president hostage in a public standoff that lasts for days.
Just apologize for what you did. Just apologize.
No, Tony, no.
Stay strong, Richard.
Dead Man's Wire is definitely not your average thriller. It's loaded with tension, but also has an offbeat, darkly funny vibe that gives it a lot more personality than you might expect. Bill Skarsgård nails his role as a disgruntled man who we're not really sure if we should sympathize with or find to be a wacko. Dacre Montgomery also gives a very understated performance as a guy who just doesn't want to die. It's a quirky movie in which you're never totally sure how it's going to end. I found it to be quite satisfying all the way through, and you'll probably enjoy it if you're down for something a little different. Then at number 2 is a movie with loads of personality and is genuinely original in a way a lot of studio movies aren't anymore. It's called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, and it's about a man from the future who tells a group of strangers he needs their help saving the world.
I am from the future, and all of this goes horribly wrong.
Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die is consistently funny, consistently entertaining, and consistently surprising. It feels like a cross between a top-shelf Black Mirror episode and the sci-fi comedy Idiocracy. Sam Rockwell is an S-tier actor, and it feels like every line he delivers is perfect and hilarious. It's a slightly long movie at 2 hours 15 minutes, but it felt very fast. It's always moving, always changing, and always feels unpredictable. I found it to be a blast to watch. If you are the type of person that's sick of all the reboots and remakes, you'll probably be like me and find Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die to be one of the best movies of 2026 so far. Then the number 1 movie of 2026 is a big sci-fi that's full of both spectacle and heart. It's called Project Hail Mary, and it's about a middle school science teacher who wakes up alone on a spaceship with no memory of where he is or why he's there.
I'm several light years from my apartment. And I'm not an astronaut. I'm not an astronaut. I'm not an astronaut.
Project Hail Mary is based on an Andy Weir novel, the same guy who wrote The Martian. It's a rare, big sci-fi movie that has both an original story and is actually good. It's funny, emotional, and very smart. It's a movie that both critics and audiences have been really enjoying. It has a very interesting story as well, with huge stakes and lots of tension. It's really just a solid movie all around, and you'll find Project Hail Mary to be the kind of movie that's genuinely worth making time for. Then I still have a few quick bonus movies for you as well. The first of those is the Amazon Prime movie, The Wrecking Crew. This is a buddy cop movie with a Hawaiian twist. I will say this is probably exactly what you think it is, only a little better. So if you like action comedies, this one's pretty solid. Then there's the crime thriller, Crime 101. I had mixed feelings about this. Sometimes I really enjoyed it, sometimes not so much. I feel like there's probably some people out there who will find a lot to like about it. Then there's another action movie called Shelter. This is basically your standard Jason Statham flick. Pretty enjoyable while it lasts, but nothing too original. And finally, there's a few good Netflix movies in 2026, such as The Rip and Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man. I'm going to do a full video on Netflix movies soon, so look out for that. But that's everything for 2026 so far. Which movies have you seen and what do you think is worth checking out? Let me know in the comments below, and thanks as always for watching. I will see you again soon.